I guess I would just ask this question as like a person who, could easily say like, oh, I just don't know enough or whatever. Like what would you, and I'm not saying that, but like what would you say to somebody in their daily life? Because I feel like organizing, there's so many levels of that, but like organizing in your own daily life of like how you approach um like if you were talking to somebody and they accused you of anti-Semitism, like what is your like go to, and what would you like offer to somebody to sort of not get around that, but to like open up that dialogue up with someone in conversation?
I mean, I think we can just hold that you can, like criticizing a country is just extremely different from like a form of racism. It is a fundamental right of ours. Like nationalism is always debatable and we get to debate it. And that's what that is. Like, and I think we really know that. Americans really know that, and we forget it, or we're sort of coerced out of that when it comes to Israel and all this sort of like weirdness that exists around, the role of kind of American Jews in politics and the ways we're like used in this sort of weird symbolic way. And I think like, yeah, we have to. And also, like, if you want to talk about anti-Semitism, let's talk about anti-Semitism. Let's talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene. Let's talk about Tucker Carlson. Let's talk about Trump. Let's talk about January 6th insurrection. Like, happy to talk about those things. But if you want to do it, like, we can talk about it. But saying that, we shouldn't be paying for the U.S. to drop bombs on Palestinians is not it.
100%. I mean, I think that, yeah, the refocusing on actual anti-Semitism that is so rife. I mean, it like, yes, are there like at, pro-Palestine demonstrations, anti-occupation stuff, are there signs that I'm like, man, that's not a great sign? Are there people who are like, nah, I'm not super on board with that? Always. But if you're talking about anti-Semitism and stacking violence against violence, which obviously is a cruel sort of comparison, but my God, the right and the anti-Semitism that undergirds everything, including all the racism against BLM demonstrators and Black people in this country. We had Eric Ward on our live show, and he sort of studies like that.
Awesome.
He's awesome. Yeah. And just, studies like the roots of white supremacy and always that anti-Semitism pillar underneath it.
And it's about power, the person with the sort of like sign that's a little off at the demonstration, like there's them, and then there's like our literal former president, and many members of his cabinet and many members of Congress. Like, let's not get confused here.
100%. What's going on, Frantifa? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. And also, you can become a patron and support the show every single week. Get access to bonus episodes and exclusive merchandise. Patreon.com/Bitchuation Room. Do